since he first started running for president 50 years ago, I'm going to say, Donald Trump has refused to show the public his tax returns. And now we might finally know why.
Breaking news, tax bombshell. The New York Times gets its hands on President Trump's taxes, showing staggering business losses, crushing personal debt, and a tax bill that's just a fraction of what most hardworking Americans have to pay.
This morning, the New York Times reporting that President Trump paid just $750 in federal income taxes the year he won the White House, and the same amount his first year in office. On top of that, the paper says that of the 18 years they examined, he paid no federal income tax in 11 of them.
Whoa, hold on. The president of the country almost never pays taxes, and when he does, he only pays $750? Yo, that shit pisses me off. Because Trump is always out there like, we're building back our military. We? No, motherfucker. We're building back the military. You didn't pay for shit. If you didn't chip in, you don't get to put your name on the card. And just for those keeping score, Trump paid $750 in taxes and $130,000 to a porn star. Which means if the IRS wants to get money from Trump, you guys know what you got to do. And this story didn't just expose how little Trump has paid in taxes over the years. It also revealed some of the accounting tricks that he used to do it.
The paper also accuses the president and his companies of claiming questionable deductions.
The article reveals that among the write-offs Trump has taken over the years are more than $70,000 for haircuts while on The Apprentice, nearly $96,000 paid for Ivanka Trump's favorite hair and makeup artist, and approximately $2 million for Trump and Donald Trump Jr.'s legal defense for the Russia inquiry.
He also wrote off more than $109,000 for linens and silverware and nearly $200,000 for landscaping at Mar-a-Lago.
Trump reportedly racked up $26 million in, quote, unexplained consulting fees.
The Times finding that Ivanka Trump was the recipient of some of those payments, which would raise flags because she was also an employee of the Trump organization.
Okay, first of all, you're not supposed to pay an employee a consulting fee. But also for Trump, there's a cruel irony that the one payment to a woman that might actually get him in legal trouble was to the one woman he can't sleep with. And the craziest thing to me is that he took a $70,000 deduction on his hair. Because to me now it looks like two crimes might have been committed here. One is Trump's tax evasion, and two is whoever swindled Trump into paying $70,000 for what they did to him. On the other hand though, $70,000 for Trump's hair might actually make sense. Because whoever did that needed to bend the law of physics, and I'm pretty sure that ain't cheap. And if you ask me, the worst part of the story for Donald Trump isn't that he got out of paying taxes, because I mean, let's be honest, lots of billionaires do that. I mean, billionaires paying their fair share of taxes is like someone going to a pumpkin patch and not Instagramming it. It doesn't happen. But what this story exposes isn't just that Trump is bad at paying taxes, it's that he's even worse at business.
The investigation paints the picture of a businessman whose empire is seriously struggling. According to the Times, most of the president's core businesses, including his golf courses and hotel just blocks from the White House, report losing millions, if not tens of millions, year after year. The Times says documents show the president reported more than $47 million in losses in 2018 alone, and he faces a personal debt totaling $421 million, money that could come due while he's in office if he's elected to a second term.
Okay, can I just say, if you decided to lend $400 million to Donald Trump, that's on you. Yeah, I hope he doesn't pay you back, because you are the one person on earth worse with money than he is. But just take a second to think about what all this means. If Donald Trump does win a second term, his creditors will come asking for their $400 million while he is still president. And I don't know about you, but that has me worried. Because I don't want the president's decisions for the country getting influenced by his deep financial troubles. And also, because there's a good chance that Trump is going to pay off his debt by selling off American treasures. How much will you guys give me for the Grand Canyon? It's a priceless testament to nature's majesty. I'll let you have it for $400. $350, deal. I gotta say, guys, after reading this story in the New York Times and learning this about Trump, everything makes so much sense now. Like, this tax story is the Rosetta Stone that helps us figure everything out. Trump doesn't actually want to be president. He just really needs that Secret Service protection. Shit, if I had $400 million in loans coming due, I'd also be trying to cancel the election. It also explains why Melania isn't leaving Trump. I mean, if she divorces him, she gets half of the $400 million in debt. I also now get why Trump was rooting for Bernie Sanders so hard. He wanted him to win so that the government would bail him out. I mean, it all makes sense now, people. It even explains why Trump has been destroying the post office. Good luck collecting your money when you can't mail him a bill. Either way, people, America's president is in big trouble. He has a mountain of debt and his businesses are failing, which is why Africans have come together to try and help out those most in need.
Hello, I am here with a message for my fellow Africans. Over the years, America has given us so much help, but now there is an American who needs our help. The President of the United States is in deep debt. He is so poor, he has to eat out of buckets. He cannot afford to educate his children, and now they are so stupid. And every day he struggles to drink water. But for just the price of a cup of coffee a day, you can help the president go from being in enormous debt to being in just a lot of debt. And if you donate today, you will get a personal letter from the president you help. But please hurry. He is so malnourished, he has begun to slur his words.
God bless the United States. Thank you very much.
Remember, you can help an American president in need, because without your help, he could soon be living in a shithole.